morning, everyone. It's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today, I'm doing a get ready with me with products that need more love in my collection, and it is a travel get ready with me, and let's see what I come up with. If you're interested in that, keep watching. Okay, so face is primed, eyes are primed, brows are done. Sunscreen, skincare, all those good things already done. Okay, so I'm just going to be using some products in my collection that I want to use because I really love them. It's not a particular type of tutorial or anything. I just want to get ready and work out some of my nerves because I am traveling overseas very soon. So let's get into it. Today, I want to use my Chanel Rouge palette from the Spring Summer release. This is the beautiful one with the fabulous duochrome and the beautiful blue. I want to use this really. I'm not taking this one with me. I'm going to be starting off, because my eyes are already primed, I'm going to be starting off with Bleu Metal, the Stylo from Chanel. Unfortunately, I had to knock a big chunk of this off because I left it uncapped overnight and the tip of it completely dried out, but that's okay. Now I get a nice base of fresh new bright makeup. Just putting that at the base of the lashes here, and if it's a little bit messy or a lot messy, not too concerned. I'm struggling with my liner today. That's okay. I've got a ton of nerves going on and we're just gonna go with it because I want some blue and some color in my look today. So where am I going? I'm going to Ireland with my mom. My mom and I are going to Ireland for 2 weeks. We're flying into Dublin. We are taking a little hike around County Clare by the Cliffs of Moher and the Burn area. And then we are spending another week in Dublin. So I'm so excited. This is a trip I've been wanting to take for a really long time. I had the opportunity when I was in college to spend 3 months, I think it was at Trinity College in Dublin. I didn't get to take that opportunity at the time, or I didn't take the opportunity at the time. I opted for another life choice instead, and I wouldn't say that I regretted it because it is part of what got me here today, but going to Dublin, going to Ireland has always been a big item on my list of things and places to travel, things to do and places to travel. So I have just been wanting to really take some time off of work and finally get another stamp on my passport. I have not been overseas since 2018 when I did a 5-country continental European tour all on my own, which was really just life-changing and so reinvigorating. And I adore travel. I breathe travel. It makes me feel so alive. It makes me appreciate the things that I have even more. It can be stressful, it can be terrifying, but it can be so joyful. It can be so, it can be just so adventurous, so exciting, and I am excited to try something new this time, which is we are going to be hiking. My mom and I are going to be hiking. Yeah, wow. So we booked a tour, a hiking tour. We got the itinerary through a company that's going to be taking our luggage from B&B to B&B along the Burren Way. And basically it's a self-guided hike with B&Bs along the way. And I'm terrified because I've never done this type of trip before. I've been overseas on my own, so that doesn't terrify me. Going overseas is not scary. Flying overseas is not scary. It's stressful, but it's not scary. And but being on the west coast of Ireland and not knowing what the cell phone reception is going to be like, being on a, you know, a trail on the coast, which granted it's going to be, I think it's a very, very popular hike. It's one that a lot of people do, and so I'm assuming we will see other people along the hike with us, but it's very daunting. And as much as I love to walk, I walk everywhere. It's how I stay fit. It's how I stay motivated to do things. And but I've never done this before. I grew up in Wisconsin. I know cold. I know wet. I have walked in rainstorms. I've walked in thunderstorms. I've walked in snowstorms. I'm pretty resilient to those, you know, things, but I keep saying but when you are so far away from home, it is very daunting. And I'm excited for this because I have always wanted to take this type of trip, backpacking sort of across Ireland, and I am so happy that I was able to make it happen with my mom. She's coming with me. It was kind of I wouldn't say it was a last minute plan. I have been planning to do something in Ireland this year. It just ended up being a little more quicker planning of the final product than I expected, because I just went to Chicago and I spent a lot of money. But I was sort of checking prices for flights to Ireland and to Dublin, and it seemed like April was one of the more affordable times to go. Flights were actually lower than usual. And then as soon as you get to May, the flights started to go up again. So I just floated the idea to my mom one day. She said, sure. And we ended up doing this whole thing pretty quickly, and I am really proud of the way that we've been able to do that. And I am stressed out because of all the things that I have to pack, and as you can see, I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, but here we are. And yeah, I'm gonna put some more of this blue on because I just need a little bit more blue. And I just wanted to wear this palette one more time because I think when I'm hiking, I'm not going to be wearing so much, if any, makeup. I'm going to be wearing sunscreen, and that's probably it. And I'm hoping we have beautiful weather. I'm told the Burren it's the time when all the wildflowers are blooming, is in April. But it could also be very wet and slippery, and so we do have to be a bit careful. Trails might be flooded, and if we don't have a easy trail route from one way to the other, we have to kind of figure out how we're going to get to our B&B. So I'm sure, I'm not worried about it. I'm just wanting to get over there and do it, because if I think about it too much, I'll terrify myself. But this is the kind of thing that I really live for in my life, are these opportunities to travel. As much as I love my home, I love to be away from it at the same time and get away from routine, and travel like this just makes me feel so like it's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how to explain it other than that. My videos may be a bit here and there over the next few weeks, just because I have pre-filmed one pack with me video for my makeup. I'm doing this video. I am hoping to do a get ready with me in Dublin, but that's sort of all going to depend on how things work out and what happens. And so I want to upload that, but I also have to think about, you know, my data on my phone and everything, because I do everything on my phone. I'm planning a get ready with me from my Dublin hotel, but if that doesn't end up working out, I might just not have a week or two of videos because I will be traveling on days that I plan to post, and it just might not work out. So, and I also just might not have time to edit because hopefully I'm just having so much fun that I just don't have time to edit. I'm going to use this blue Abysse to get a little bit more of the blue on the inner part of my eye. There we go. Perfect. Got my suitcase laid out. I've got some stuff ready. I need to do laundry. I need to wash makeup brushes. I still got a lot of things to do left, and I don't have very much lead time. I'm going to be going into the Beige Water Fresh blush. This is in Warm Pink. If you saw my recent empties, you know that I recently finished up the one in Light Pink, and I've been getting back into this formula and really enjoying it. However, I'm not bringing it with me, so wanted to use it before I don't have a chance to for a couple of weeks. And I do have some people watching my house, so I'm not that nervous about leaving, but it's always a little bit nerve-wracking to leave your house, not have your things, not have your bed, all those travel anxieties, and you know, you get used to a routine and then suddenly you don't have it anymore. But like I said, also part of traveling is just not having that routine and being freed from that routine, and then coming back and appreciating the things that you have that much more. Not because one is better than the other, it's just different. So in addition to the hiking that we're doing, again, I said we're going to see the Cliffs of Moher and the Burn Way. We'll be in County Clare, so around sort of between Limerick and Galway. And when we get back, we'll have a week in Dublin, and I've got so many places bookmarked to visit. I would love to see the Book of Kells at Trinity College. That's like kind of a big thing that I would love to see. I know you have to get tickets ahead of time, so I don't know if it's possible at this point, but we'll see. I have some Irish whiskey distilleries and bookstores. I want to go to Brown Thomas, which is kind of like the luxury department store on Grafton Street. Of course, they have a Chanel boutique there, so I'm hoping to pick up a little something from Chanel while I'm there. Obviously nothing too expensive because I'm already spending quite a bit of money on this trip. And yeah, but yeah, there's so many things that I am looking forward to, and also just walking, just being in a different place, breathing a different air, seeing a different skyline, walking in a different park. I get really invigorated by cities, by movement, and just by all the different people, languages, everything. Just it feels so amazing. And I have such an affinity for traveling, especially to cities, and I'm just so excited to get away for a while. Just so excited to get away for a while. Leave me a comment down below if you can relate. I am sure I'm not alone in having felt for the last few years like we would never be able to leave our houses again. And, you know, I was at a point where I was finally able to work international travel into my life, you know, at some point, and then everything just kind of stopped. And you know, I'm grateful to have made it out the other side. We did what we had to do to keep each other safe, and now I can enjoy being around other people again being in the world, experiencing the world, and I'm just so excited. Any of you, let me know if you also love international travel or if you just love domestic travel. I travel in my state, I travel around the United States, and I have always, I don't lack for places to find appealing, and I have so many more places that I want to see. I'm sure I will never get to all of them. I have so many places yet on my list. I have never been to Japan, and I really want to go to Japan. I would love to go to Morocco. I would love to go to anywhere in the Mediterranean. I've been to Barcelona, and that's on the Mediterranean, but I would love to go to Greece, Italy. I have so many cities in Italy I want to go to. I never take it for granted that I'm going to have that opportunity, and I am always grateful every time I'm able to afford being able to get on a plane and fly and do those things. I enjoy getting another stamp on my passport, even though it's not really as exciting as it used to be, where I feel like you used to get these like really fun stamps, or, you know, like sort of that image of like stamping your suitcase. You would get these little like travel stickers. It's not really like that. It's just kind of like, it's a stamp. It says Barcelona. It says you were here. But at least you have it. Let's do some concealer over my powder. Oops. See, I told you I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing here. I'm just so glad to be away for a while. I think I'm leaving at the right time and just getting a break from things that I'm getting kind of tired of, bored with, over. And just looking forward to having some new experiences. Do you ever just have those periods in your life where you're just like, I just need to go? Like, I don't need to go to a tropical vacation. I don't need an all-inclusive resort or, you know, palm trees and a daiquiri. I just want to be away and not have to think about being an adult and paying bills and going to work at 8 in the morning and all the things that come with being an adult. Let me know if you have any plans for travel this year. I would love to hear where you are looking forward to going in 2024 or even 2025. I know a lot of people recently went to Portugal. That was a huge destination. I know Iceland is still a big thing. I'm not the person that needs to go to the it destination. I like to go to places that actually aren't that crowded. Let me know what's on your list, where you'd love to be, where you think the happening places are. I'd love to know. And I'm using my Nuit Blanche Rouge Allure lipstick in 0400. Really beautiful color. Okay guys, so here's the finished look with jewelry. I am not doing anything special with my hair. I just have to pack and do laundry and wash brushes today, so I'm gonna go for a walk, and that's the only time anybody's gonna see me other than this video. Let me do a quick spritz of Mon Guerlain. If you're watching this video while I'm on vacation, let me know if there's any place in Dublin that you would love to see, and I might try to do a little vlogging. You guys know I'm not great at vlogging. It ends up kind of being more like a slideshow because I take still pictures. I'm not confident enough to be the person holding up the camera and talking to myself. I wish I was, because those people do great vlogs. I love travel vlogs. I love shopping vlogs. I don't have I just don't have the confidence to do it. So anyway, I will try to put together a Dublin or Ireland vlog for you at the end of all of this, but I don't know when I'm going to have time to do that. Again, I'm going to try to do a get ready with me from Dublin, maybe do some shorts or something like that, but we'll see when I get there. I'm just planning on enjoying the weeks of wandering around, getting lost, making a fool out of myself, and learning new things. And all of those things are what I really live for. Can't explain it, but that's who I am. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be deeply, deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one, guys.